What's going on, YouTube? I'm back with another tutorial. In this video we're going to mix a chorus of a track produced by C-Raw out of Raleigh, North Carolina. As you can see, I have 5 tracks here that were recorded. Let me play this first so you can hear what it sounds like.
I'll be your catalyst. I love the way them jeans fit and feeling your fashion sense. I must admit I'm catching feelings for you. I don't know what to do. Hey, you can't be mad at this. I heard you say you got a man, but he don't matter, miss. Cause he don't see you the same way that I do. Girl, believe me, it's true. Girl, you made me wanna hit the pawn shop, give up all my games, girl. Say you got a man, do we make you feel the same, girl? You so off the chain, girl. It's a new era and I can't get you off my brain, girl. Can't help but think of you, cause of the things you do. Girl, got me fiending, oh, just keep this between me and you. Ain't no objections from your nigga on the side, girl. That's why I'ma come around until you change your mind.
Sorry.
Come around until you change your mind. From the minute I saw you with him on your arm, but the feelings just won't the same. Can't wait until you change your mind. Cause girl, I'm trying to change your life. And on the day when that feeling becomes you and I'm who you run to, I love you till ain't no pain. Can't wait until you change your mind. Cause girl, I'm trying to change your life, yeah. Girl, you the baddest chick, and I swear you be the one if ever I had to pick.
Alright, so you pretty much get the gist of everything. It's pretty long hook there. So let's start with this first part here.
The way them jeans fit and feeling your fashion sense. I must admit I'm catching feelings for you.
Alright, first things first. This is an experimental stage, so basically everything that we're doing is experimenting. And our goal is, obviously to go for the sound that we're looking for. Personally, I want the sound to be bigger, and I want it to be much wetter than it is right now. It sounds dry. There's no reverb or delay on anything, so it sounds pretty dry. So I'm going to experiment with these volume levels.
I don't know what to do. Hey, you can't be mad at this.
Me personally, I like the spot. I like where the volumes are right here. You have yellow, red, and green, or teal, whatever color that is. Typically, red, is clipping. We don't want to clip. We want to be somewhere. Me personally, I like
I heard you
that
say
area
you
right
got
there.
a man, but he don't matter, miss. Cause he
If you can see where this one is right here, I love that area. I think that's good. It leaves enough headroom to add any effects or whatever you need to add. So, without further ado, let's go ahead. The first thing that I'm going to do for these tracks, and just take note of the panning of these tracks.
he don't see you the same way that I do.
This one's panned in the center, this one's panned to the left. This is a duplicate of that one, and it's panned to the left. This track is panned to the right, it's 75 degrees, and this one is a duplicate of that same track that's panned to the right. So the first thing that I'm going to do for these tracks is make a group, and just for the sake of the tutorial, I'll call it hook. And notice that it was a stereo group, it wasn't a mono group. Now I'm going to go back to my mixer view.
Girl, believe me, it's true.
And I'm going to take all of these and I'm going to put them in that group. Click on this drop down. And what this allows me to do is these 5 tracks I can now control at the same time with this channel here.
Girl, you made me wanna hit the pawn shop, give up all my games, girl. Say you got 'em.
Alright, so let's go. The first thing that I'm going to do, and this is typical for almost every mix, you can almost expect to add compression. I'm going to add a compressor. Let's play with these settings here.
Man, do we make you feel the same, girl? You so off the chain, girl. It's a new era and I can't get you off my brain, girl. Can't help but think of you, cause of the things you do. Girl, got me fainting. Oh, just keep this between me and you. Ain't no one.
Alright, I like that. I'm looking at this gain reduction meter here, and I see about 2 to 3 dB of reduction, meaning that a compressor takes the highest peaks and it reduces them, and it takes the lowest and it raises them. So when he says his highest words, let's listen again.
Objections from your nigga on the side, girl. That's why I'ma come around until you change your mind, girl.
Alright, on his loudest peaks, it looks like it's reducing about 4 dB. The more dB that it reduces, the less likely it is to sound real. So we want it to sound, realistic. We want everything to kind of even out, but we don't want to just kill it. We don't want to smush it. So me personally, I'm happy with this 3 dB. Looks like it's peaking to 4 when he says his loudest words. And actually, I'm gonna give a little more leeway there. So let's listen to that. Didn't have loop on.
Fit and feeling your fashion sense. I must admit I'm catching feelings for you. I don't know what to do. Hey, you can't be mad at this. I heard you.
Alright. Now, since we're experimenting, I'm going to go back to these 4 tracks, and I'm going to duplicate each track. And actually, I'm just going to duplicate that first one. And I have 2 copies of the first track that was panned in the center. And I'm going to pan each one of these tracks all the way. One to the left and one to the right. And let's listen again.
Say you got a man, but he don't matter, miss. Cause he don't see you the same way that I do. Girl, believe me, it's true. Girl, you made me wanna hit the pawn shop, give up all my games, girl. Say you got a man, do we make you feel the same, girl? You so off the chain, girl. It's a new era and I can't get you off my brain.
Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I'll get a better idea once I start adding reverb and doing other things, but I think that made it a little bit fuller, a little bit bigger, but we'll see as we continue with the mix. So what's next? Let's go back to our group and let's EQ. First, before I EQ, I'm going to go to this Oxford EQ Native, and I'm going to remove all of the low end. Keep that in mind. It's something else that's typical of almost every track, is removing the low end. I know by sight, since I've been doing it for a minute, I'm just familiar with my software, but I believe anything below 50 hertz you don't want. You just get rid of it. It's just so low that it's just going to make your track muddy. You don't want it. So like I said, I know by ear and by sight, but looking at it, this is around 50, maybe a little bit greater. I don't want to say 60, I can't tell, but I know what it sounds like, and that's all that's important, is the outcome. So here we go again.
Girl, can't help but think of you, cause of the things you do. Girl, got me fainting. Oh, just keep this between me and you. Ain't no objections from your nigga on the side, girl. That's why I'ma come around until you change your mind, girl.
Alright, so I took a little bit more off, because that was my preference. That's what I want to do, and I'll see how it blends in with the track. I'm going to play the track and the hook now.
I'll be your catalyst. I love the way them jeans fit and feeling your fashion sense. I must admit I'm catching feelings for you.
Alright, it's fine like that. So next, we've compressed, we've EQ'd, and let's add a little bit of reverb. And the reverb that I like to use is Reverb, just because it's what I'm used to. Nothing special. I'm just gonna randomly pick one of these, and actually I'm gonna pick Studio A, just for the heck of it. Now this wet and dry on your reverb, you don't want too much reverb, it's gonna sound fake. You don't want too little, or it'll sound dry. You have to find a magic spot. So for choruses, you may want something in the double digits. For verses, you want something lower, maybe in the single digits. Look, you know, in this particular plugin here. Let's see what that sounds like.
I don't know what to do. Hey, you can't be mad at this. I heard you say you got a man, but he don't matter, miss. Cause he don't see you the same way that I do. Girl, believe me, it's true. Girl, you made me wanna hit the pawn shop, give up all my games, girl. Say you got a man, do we make you feel the same, girl? You so off the chain, girl. It's a new era and I can't get you off my brain, girl. Can't help but think of you, cause of the things you do. Girl, got me fiending, oh, just keep this between me and you. Ain't no objections from your nigga on the side, girl. That's why I'ma come around until you change your mind. From the minute I saw you with him on.
Alright, so we're still experimenting here, looking for that sound. I don't really sometimes in your mix you have to do things to regain focus or to maintain your focus. I could keep on experimenting with reverb to try to, you know, find the sound that I'm looking for, but I think what's going to help me find the sound that I'm looking for is to move on and, you know, keep the reverb that we have, but move on to delay. Delay is going to add dimension. It's going to add like a 3D dimension to this mix, and it'll also give me some rhythm so that I'll have a better idea of where I want to go with the reverb. So I'm going to crank this guy back down. Just want a little bit of that. Actually, I'm going to choose a different one just for the heck of it. And let's listen to that.
I'll be your catalyst. I love the way them jeans fit and feeling your fashion sense. I must admit I'm catching feelings for you.
Alright, so right now, man, something in that mix is just, you know, I don't know. It's just not, I'm not bobbing my head to it yet. So let's move on to the tap delay and just see if we can find something rhythmic. Alright, so the way that this works is we're gonna tap this button along with the rhythm of the song, and then we're gonna activate it, and we're gonna play with the volume levels here to try to add some dimension, add some depth to the mix. So here we go.
I don't know what to do. Hey, you can't be mad at this. I heard you say you got a man, but he don't matter, miss. Cause he don't see you the same way that I do. Girl, believe me, it's true. Girl, you made me wanna hit the pawn shop, give up all my games, girl. Say you got a man, do we make you feel the same, girl? You so off the chain, girl. It's a new era and I can't get you off my brain, girl. Can't help but think of you, cause of the things you do.
Alright, that's a little bit better. Let's EQ this now and see. We're basically crafting the sound to what we want to sound like. I'm going to remove this low end. Everything under 63 is gone. 63 hertz is gone. I'm going to start EQing this to see if I can just carve something out that sounds nice.
Girl, got me fiending, oh, just keep this between me and you. Ain't no objections from your nigga on the side, girl. That's why I'ma come up. I'll be your catalyst. I love the way them jeans fit and feeling your fashion sense. I must admit I'm catching feelings for you. I don't know what to do. Hey, you can't be mad at this. I heard you say you got a man, but he don't matter, miss. Cause he don't see you the same way that I do. Girl, believe me, it's true. Girl, you made me wanna hit the pawn shop, give up all my games, girl. Say you got a man, do we make you feel the same, girl? You so off the chain, girl.